Hi, Bob. Martha and I were very sorry when we heard that your tribute was scheduled for the evening before our daughter's wedding. Now, I thought about sneaking out, but Martha threatened to triple the flower arrangements on me if I did, so I guess this video will have to do. For those in the audience who don't know, Bob Gillian and I come from the same stomping ground. I grew up just down the hill from Sherwood Park and spent most of my formative years breaking the speed limit on Milltown Road. More to the point, Bob's seat for the last 40 years was first held by my mother before she moved on to the Senate. Although the Manning kids were never allowed to speak well of a Democrat at our dinner table, Mother used to say, "You know, that Gilligan guy, he's all right." Now, I found that out for myself when I became Pete DuPont's chief of staff. Some of you will remember that Delaware faced hard times then. I think those hard times would have been worse if Dover had been as dysfunctional as Washington seems to be today. But the reverse was true, thanks largely to Bob's even temper, honesty, and sense of fairness. We knew Bob would fight for his caucus, but that he would also be a force for compromise when impasse seemed unavoidable. He'd wander in after a stormy session, we'd all sit down, and sooner or later the state's interest would be served. And you could always trust Bob. Bob and I crossed paths again when I became president of the Red Clay School Board. I have to say, throughout all the new things we did in Red Clay, from choice to charter schools, even to getting sued by the state board, Bob remained the district's best friend. One memory stands out. While I don't have the time to tell the full tale tonight, I know that Bob remembers when the district bought Brandywine Springs back from the Hercules Company with some smoke, some mirrors, and yes, we might have taken a few liberties with some state regulations. Bob flew air cover for the district on that deal, and that building would not be serving school children today if it were not for one man, Bob Gillian. You know, many public figures retire and memory of them fades, except perhaps over a few beers when it comes time to tell some tall tales. Bob's legacy will be different, and it should be. I'm pleased to call Bob a friend. I'm grateful for the lessons he taught me, and I'm proud to honor him tonight. Thank you, Bob, for being a great Delawarean.